We have lost contact with North America's 4th Air Force and their 8th Infantry Regiment. Are there any survivors from the 3rd Infantry Division and the 11th Regiment? Please respond. They're engaged in battle with the enemy's 18th Mechanized Battalion. They're requesting reinforcements. The 2nd and 4th Armored Divisions are in retreat. More than half of both divisions are reported to be dead or injured.
How long must we wait in the shadows? Why won't they launch the Fighting Thunders?
Emergency contact from the Army.
It took a while, but finally we received the attack order. We must reduce damage as much as possible. Good luck, Raiden.
I'm forwarding you the information. Please confirm before beginning your mission. Do you hear me, Raiden? We're still surveying the enemies, so please head straight to the scene.
There doesn't appear to be many enemies coming to the suburbs, but you can't be negligent. Remember, shoot them before they shoot you. Max speaking. You're aware of it, but it's the first time to witness contamination of this level with these kinds of massive weapons. You don't know what will happen, so be careful.
I'm sending you the information on the enemy. No contaminations from surface weapons have been confirmed in the area. This will be aerial combat, so please active search. The 18th Mechanized Infantry are engaged in blocking the advancement of the enemy ships into metropolitan areas. It is unclear how long they can maintain the control. Please wait to the The speed of enemy destruction is perfect. Neither the crane nor the pilot has been damaged from the conflict. We will be entering the metropolitan area very soon. The enemy in that area are being mopped up by the 2nd and 4th Panzer Divisions. Please quickly pass through and aim for the other opponent.
Hold on. This is too much for the defense corps to handle on their own. Descend and pursue the destruction of the target.
Captain, is that really necessary? The citizens have all been evacuated, and most of the enemy weapons have been destroyed.
That may be so, but I'm sure the retreating people can do what it costs. It won't hurt to help out.
I'm getting a response by radar. Numerous enemies have crossed the defense stations and invaded metropolitan areas.
You heard it. Sorry, but I'm gonna have to ask you to respond appropriately on site.
The number of enemies destroyed has been confirmed. It seems that some enemies on the ground have survived. I'm requesting help from the 2nd and 4th Panzer Division. Enemy aircraft is flying between skyscrapers. Please be careful.
Be careful, sir. Do you have any better advice for me?
I believe it's the captain's role to give advice. Don't you have any advice for me?
Make sure you don't hit a building.
Enemy flight battleships are approaching? Good luck. There are vessels leaving from the ship. Exercise caution. Check that the enemy had suspended action following.
Believe that something so huge is being contaminated. But I gotta say that the mission was well accomplished.
Excellent job.
Well, I'd like to relax over a coffee now, but it seems that's not possible. What's the report, Assyria?
We have received contact from the Middle East range. It appears to be a high crystal response within the vicinity of latitude 18 degrees north and longitude 32 degrees east. It seems to have the same energy response as the previous flight launch.
In other words, there's been another annoying contamination. Unfortunately, you'll have to refuse the invitation to tonight's party.
There's a town around the oasis ahead of us where it appears that there has been much weapon response and has been completely subdued.
Their attacks seem perfectly efficient. Maybe there's some sort of unified strategy.
There are no SOS calls from the town. Reports are unable to evacuate.
All I know is that I have permission to attack them without hesitation.
Why are you always so passive? Is that because you're military man?
Well, I'm not sure myself. What do you think, Assyria? You're a military woman, right?
You're so mean. Your destruction rate is pretty low. Captain, you weren't very efficient out there. I'm sure there's no problem with the plane. Raid the valley and proceed without going over the cliff. Why have you chosen to raid them as if they're humans?
I won't jump to conclusions yet, but I sense that those crystals have advanced intelligence.
Intelligence? No way! Even if they had any, it could only be simple behavioral patterns like that of insects.
And rely on the words of scholars. Let's just be cautious for now.
Enemy response eliminated. Please maintain a
The enemies will start gathering soon. Gotta rush through.
Bellwether will head later. Exercise caution because I can't. Into the room. Raiden is unscathed. It's perfect up to here. The data analysis from Raiden is complete. What are these numbers?
Hurry up and report.
There's crystal reaction from the cave, but no contamination has been detected from other than the weapons.
So it's a cave surrounded by crystals. Isn't that a promising cave for the future? Man, give me a break.
But to have contamination in the cave?
I guess the cave's being a bit shy.
High energy response. It's deep inside.
Well, we'll have to ask it to come out and collect.
The enemy is transforming and the energy level is increasing. Please be extra careful. Enemy deactivated. Watch out for explosions. I've found a path to exit out into the sky. Please make a vertical ascent and evacuate at once.
Excavating crystals. I think we can assume now. Sorry for keeping you waiting. I'm heading towards the Wind's shipping port. Private port, but it also actually carries out repairs and maintenance for DCD.
Bellwether will head there immediately, but please patrol and secure the surrounding airspace before heading towards the scene. Transmission has come in from the council.
It's been a long time, Captain Maxwell. Why is Bellwether heading toward Lindsport?
Ah, Miss Helga Lindbergh. Like to hear from a woman who must be so busy working for the council.
Thanks for being so considerate. Although I'd be even happier if you didn't increase my workload. Why did you change the course at Bellwether? I'd also like an explanation for the SOS call to the port in the name of BCD.
Well, that's...
Captain, I've confirmed multiple contaminated weapons here at Winter. What happened to this?
not good. Quickly mop up the port enemies, Ray. Yes,
Yes, do tell me all about it when you have time later.
Captain, you issued an SOS call to the port. Did you know that the enemy...
I came up with a hypothesis while retrieving the crystals in the cave, so I made the call just in case.
nearly annihilated. It will continue to defeat, so please be patient. Your vital meter is decreasing. I understand, so please be focused to the end. Emergency contact from the show port defenses. It's undergoing a massive attack of contaminated weapons. We're receiving requests for urgent relief.
I knew they'd be appearing there too. We retreat. Hear that, Raiden? Fly northwest from there and you'll arrive in no time. Hurry! We're heading there too.
Seems like you've missed quite a lot of enemies. I know you're tired from all the fighting, but please hurry ahead with Michelle Pit. Captain, you mentioned that you knew they'd appear.
Yeah. My hypothesis was unfortunately correct. I thought these crystals might be advanced life forms that could mutually communicate.
They look like jewels, but are actually intellectual.
They were obviously mining those crystals in that cave for a certain reason. I assumed that by us taking away their crystals, they'd come back for revenge.
Well then, why don't you report to the Weapons Development Division and the Council and ask for an analysis?
There will be years of feeding to ask for help from scientists and politicians. Showing them the results is the quickest way.
Excuse me, but that remark is one that ignored civilian control. Your remark and conduct are worthy of a military tribunal.
Well, in that case, tell them you were forced by the captain.
High energy response. The contaminated weapons. It's coming out from the water. Its arms are opening out. I can't believe this transformation. Transforming into a walking corpse.
I've never heard of this before. They actually innovate the weapons they took. Well, anyways, I'm glad we've won. We can't leave the crystals like this. We better head to the French LHC or else we'll be chased forever.
You hear me, Raiden? We're being forced by the captain to head towards France after withdrawing.
don't want to stand out too much on this mission. We will fly close above the sea and the ground until we get close to the LHC.
I'm getting responses to contaminated weapons in the clan airway. Raiden, I need you to proceed and destroy them. We're getting close to Sidonia Falls. Run into the waterfall in the sand. I'm sorry for ruining your coffee time, Captain, but there is a transmission.
Oh? Madam Lindwin from the Council? I'm surprised you've already caught on.
It's not the Council. It's from the weapons transmission. I will connect you.
Did you forget that we're at war while you're carefree with the coffee? How about paying attention to your role as the captain of Bellwether, cutting-edge aircraft carrier?
I apologize for worrying. Bellwether of the Weapons Development Division performs wonderfully. It would really be helpful if you could improve the feel of the seat and coffee maker as well.
Where do you plan to go on a walk with these precious aircraft carrier?
I'm not obliged to inform you, technical officer.
You think I'm some kind of normal technical officer? Without me, Raiden and Bellwether wouldn't be around. This whole war with the crystals depends on them. I guess it's difficult for someone like you who judges people on ranks to understand.
Oh, I apologize. The transmissions will be temporarily shut off since the ship will be entering the static storm. I will contact you when in line.
Lieutenant Campbell of the Weapons Development Division. I knew the name, but didn't know how annoying he would be.
The enemy destruction speed is slow. Please be cautious in combat. We will be approaching the LAT facility very soon. I'm getting a contamination response on my radar. Captain, multiple contaminated weapons are invading the LAT facility.
Is it drawn to our crystals? How did they get here before we did? No time to talk. Respond to the enemy in the air, Bellwether. Annihilate the enemies that have invaded the LHC facility, right? They've made quite an invasion, and they've done it in an organized formation. They have a commanding officer or something?
A commander among the crystals? It's pretty hard to believe.
I was speaking hypothetically, but there's no doubt that there must be some core that's giving orders.
More enemies are approaching the area.
Right. Protect the central facility. Sorry, we're occupied here.
guy.
You've let too many enemies escape. I know it's a tough mission, but please hang in there. Now help us up in the sky.
And this attack. They just keep appearing. Could it be that they understand war strategies?
The high energy responses are approaching the sky above the facility.
This one's their focus, huh?
Don't let it near the LHC facility.
The enemy has arrived in the sky above the LHC. Please don't let them invade any further. The side cards have separated and fallen. Captain, the enemy has invaded into the LHC facility.
Right. Pursue it and destroy it by any necessary means.
That was close, but you were able to finish it without destroying the LHC facility.
Captain, emergency contact from the deck. Surveillance plane is on the fourth story. Message from the second storage room. The crystals were snatched by somebody.
One problem after another.
The surveillance plane that stole crystals just now is heading towards the northeastern sea.
The objective is unclear. Recovery is top priority, so hurry and pursue it. Nothing will come by carrying away the crystals. It must have been planned since they penetrated the bellwether and carried them away, right?
A transmission from an unregistered identification code. Captain, how should I proceed?
It would cut into the BCD military line, so it may not be unrelated. Why don't you connect to it?
I am honored that the Trump part of mankind's choosing. This is Valbarossa Hawkeye. You've heard of him.
The pirate Valbarossa was the one who stole the crystals.
I heard that attacking the army was a hobby of yours, but I never knew you were a thief. Are you having trouble making a living?
An incompetent officer can't even take care of contaminated weapons is going to treat me like a thief. Just remember that I'm getting paid a ton to clear the fella.
Oh. So you get money for those crystals.
You way too much information. You sound pretty innocent, but I guess I shouldn't underestimate you. I'm in a contract and can't say much, so let's just put it this way. The more disputes, the more.
You're involved in crystals? You've been attacking the army for the last few years, but now you're looting crystals?
I don't know. I don't understand what a pirate would be thinking. It appears that there's something.
in the optimal state for eliminating the enemy. Please keep it up. Another external transmission this time? That's... It's from the Weapons Development Division.
It appears that the crystals have been taken by someone. This is an inexcusable mistake, Captain.
You have sharp ears as usual. We are doing all we can to recover them. They're hard to regain, considering the system believes that the crystals even
Sink? There's no way that can be allowed. Those are valuable. More important, Bellwether's mission is not to play tag with bandits. We should leave the recovery mission to other squads. Prepare for battle with contaminated weapons.
Unfortunately, we don't turn the other cheek. So don't listen to the rumors, Captain, and please return to your important research task.
The people doing the desk work are so carefree. They'll win battle.
Done a lot to crush a ship. Very childish of you, fighting thunder on a pirate.
We public officials are gentle on citizens, but it's the VCD's policy to be tough on those who fail to pay their taxes.
I'm also a business license, but hate soldiers. I'm seriously going back now. VH wouldn't be famous if it ended with this.
They haven't been bombed at all. Please aim to annihilate the enemy in this condition.
Alright, we're ready. Be it the cherished treasure of mankind or whatever. You come at me, and I end. Sorry, but we're going to destroy you.
It's like the strength of an army. Isn't it? The army won't be able to compete with the age.
This isn't the time to be moved. Not the contaminated weapons, but we also have to be seriously engaged. I'm sure you understand.
Good. Seems that I underestimated the strength of this. But I still when I turn her on. What? I can't control the weapon. Why is it being contaminated by the crystal?
A high-energy crystal response from the enemy patch. Stolen crystals are mutating into a contaminated state. The crystals are absorbing the power of the patch. The potential to circle high-power weapons is high. Exercise caution. Enemy formation is secured. The energy level is increasing.
Sorry, but it's not over. There's still something else coming up. said he wouldn't contaminate it, but look at this! I suspected something the moment I heard that obnoxious name shift.
The enemy battleship and JP weapons have been completely...
You know, I would like to talk to you about various things. Can you come to our ship, Sir Valveros?
You'll abide by the proper etiquette if you're going to invite a lady.
What? You're a lady, Barbarossa? Raiden, can you hear me? We shall ignore the attack on the enemy facility based on the information we got from VH.
A facility that was supposed to be closed by the Weapons Development Division. This is becoming a nuisance.
Look, I've told you many times that I was only hired and don't know the details. But I did do my research on this line because stuff like that is important.
But I can't believe that it's a weapons development facility that was supposed to be shut down.
There's no time for thinking. It seems they're ready for battle.
Your destruction speed is poor. There's nothing wrong with the measuring instruments, so just go full force without worrying about anything. An incoming transmission from inside the enemy facility.
What is it? There are no contaminated weapons around this area.
Why are you here, Tuttle?
What are you doing in a facility that should have been torn down? This is different from the official record, isn't it?
It was necessary to avoid the eyes of the idiots in the council. They're a bunch of imbeciles who don't understand the importance of crystal energy research.
I see. So you are breaking the Montevideo Agreement, right?
That agreement is ridiculous. The weapons division has actually already been successful. What do you think provides the energy for fighting Thunder and Bellwether?
That's an intriguing one.
We needed to give our knowledge to the Council for the future of men. SHIP is an organization formed by scientists for the sake of humans. You guys on the front lines know well what it would be like if Raiden weren't here during the battle with the crystals, right?
It would have been tough for sure. The pirate ship hired by the captain has also been contaminated. Crystals aren't something we humans can treat lightly. They're too dangerous.
I thought that the armies would be more useful than your being rash as I imagined. trying to do? Do you realize that you're closing the doors of the future of that kind?
The danger level from contaminated weapons is something that we know best since we're on the front line. If there's something you want to say to the captain, speak it.
Stupid colonists who don't understand the righteousness of shift!
Kindness leads to defeat on the battlefield.
There are many things reached in the back of a facility of this kind to store and transport machinery and finished weapons. You escape from there.
Raiden, can you hear me? I'll send you the escape routes from within the facility. It's just that the analysis is outdated, so please ascertain the off-site routes in accordance with the situation. Not everything that Lieutenant Campbell had said can be wrong, so it's complicated.
Let's prioritize the performance of duty now rather than being frustrated.
Raiden is currently entering the underground cargo transport line facility.
You should be able to leave if you advance that way. Continue calmly.
Escaping from the cargo route. We have the opportunity, so we might as well use the capabilities of the latest weapons we developed.
Be careful, Ryan. Lieutenant Campbell does have first-tier ability in time.
It appears that he has a gigantic arm. Please exercise caution. First, third flame? This is tough. The number has increased.
Here's the number has increased when you need to calm down.
All the weapons have been destroyed. It was definitely horrible.
This is an internal squabble, and I'd like to make it the last one at that.
What will happen to Captain Campbell?
That's something for the Council to judge. Let's just focus on the battle that awaits us.
Entered Arduino Silva. We will head toward the Strange Space Center after passing through the coast.
Go ahead, Ryan. But watch out for contaminated weapons.
You seem to have safely entered the forest.
I know that it's a secret secret mission. Can you tell me the target already? I'm just not used to carrying out a mission without knowing what the target is.
Alright. I told you that we were able to retrieve a lot of information from the ship facility that you guys destroyed, right? Well, it seems that any information stored on an individual crystal gets collectively shared by all the other crystals.
Is that really possible?
I've heard that even among terrestrial life forms, an individual learns a new way to hunt. The same method of hunting was suddenly acquired by other individuals all around the world. This may be like the collective unconscious that Jung talked about.
It's hard for me to understand what you think is. So can you explain it more in layman's terms?
Simply said, the information that comes into contact with crystals is being leaked to all the contaminated weapons.
I see. So they're making it as unclear as possible as to where they're headed.
That's correct.
Remember, the crystals will share any information among each other, so you can't let them escape. You've got to do better.
Alright. Can you possibly tell us the reason for aiming for the X-Range space shuttle?
Well, I'm sorry about this sudden topic, but you'll have to go to outer space.
I see. Excuse me, what did you just say?
I will officially relay the council mission. Both Bellwether and Fighting Thunder will head toward the planet where the crystals exist and destroy the source of the crystals flying into the Earth. That's it.
Are we heading toward that? What is that utterly reckless strategy?
Don't worry. Bellwether and Raiden were both created to be active in outer space. You learned that during the training, right?
That's not the problem. The sudden mission?
This is the official mission to us from the Council, right?
Yes. I'm sorry, Max, about asking you to do this reckless mission. It is the kind of lousy mission that you despise.
That's alright. We are soldiers. You tell us to go somewhere, and whether it is the end of the universe or otherwise, we will accomplish the mission.
Thanks, Max.
We're approaching the acceleration limit momentarily. Please hurry back to Bellwether. Hurry, Raiden. Break away in 3, 2, 1. I know it's a breakaway mission, but I would have liked it if you had started a little quicker. I'm calculating the coordinates. Since it was a breakaway to avoid the enemy attack, it seems like it's far from the arrival.
What can we do? Head toward the destination point while watching out for the cosmic carnage?
Why do they need weapons in this area?
The equipment for removing the cosmic garbage appears to have been contaminated by the crystals. Before we can realize it, the contamination has spread outside.
I realize that it's really tough with the contaminated weapons, but there's not much time until the warp device will be activated. Please hurry toward the destination.
Is the warp device the Alcubierre drive that was successfully experimented with around 3 years ago, right? It creates space-time foam based on the contraction and extension of space.
The device will be used on the enemy planet. Hurry up, because we can't be late.
Numerous contamination responses have been detected among the debris of the planet. Please be careful. We are leaving from the colony area and will be arriving at the destination shortly. The contaminated weapons respawn from 9 o'clock. What? That's way too big.
I know this one. It's Engel, the space debris retrieval column. This is going to
You can't tell, but it appears we haven't crossed it.
stand firm to the end, right? Got it?
It's silent. The contamination response has disappeared. Or was destroyed.
Gosh. We can say we are fortunate and that they have been destroyed before they would attack the Earth.
Raiden and Bellwether are heading for the destination point.
We will somehow be able to make it according to schedule. I will do something.
It's developed into...
Bellwether has returned to cruising speed. Raiden fighters have been deployed.
So it begins. If we lose this battle, we lose all of VCD's main force. If that were not the case, all the crystals lying simultaneously.
We begin our descent onto the mother planet. Numerous contaminated weapons confirmed in satellite images. Proceed with caution.
However, there's no time to take a detour. We must wipe out any enemy forces that obscure our path as we descend.
What an advanced civilization. But could it be that it's the planet itself that is contaminated? This must mean that what we had thought was their motherland was in fact an already contaminated planet.
Is this the future of Earth? This lifeless planet?
We're here to prevent that from happening. Destroy the enemy and its...
Yes, sir. Wait, what is this? There's something odd. It appears to be a planet which once sustained life, but the atmosphere seems to consist almost completely of carbon dioxide with some hydrogen.
You really think this is the appropriate time for a science class?
My apologies, but I feel as if I've seen this atmospheric composition ratio somewhere. Captain, I'm reading the ultra-high energies in the deep beneath the surface. It's unlike anything we've come across before. It's a high probability of this.
There must be a path. Extend the range of our radar and search the surface for leaking energy.
Understood. In the area ahead, there's a position of energy leaking from underground. I will deploy all Raiden fighters to that location.
Well done. You hear that, Raiden? Looks like we'll have to head underground and destroy them directly. Set course to the objective point immediately.
Raiden has made a successful infiltration.
Alright. The rest of the Raiden fighters in the Bellwether will support from the air. It will be disadvantageous to fight separately. Gather around the Bellwether and lend each other support.
CO2 at 95.32%, N2 at 2.7%, argon at 1.6%, oxygen at 0.13%.
Syria, focus on the battle right now. You can investigate the atmospheric composition of approximately 10
Yes, I'm sorry. But I have a combination of and technically change the end of the universe. With Earth's fate hanging in the balance, the enemy destruction rate is dangerously low. Please rouse yourself to action.
Are they in?
Affirmative. Raiden has reached the gate.
Glad to listen. Remember, folks, we're here to fight, not to get ourselves killed.
Well, it's one thing that civilization is progressive, but all these machines make it more insane. Personally, I need a view of the ocean.
Oh, remember now, Captain. CO2 at 95.32%, N2 at 2.7%, argon at 1.6%, oxygen at 0.13%. It's Mars! This atmospheric composition is exactly the same as Mars!
Same as Mars. Is that so? Although I fail to see exactly how it is important.
There is water on Earth and none on Mars. That is said to be the reason why there's only life on Earth. But if there was water underneath Mars' surface, why then is there no water on Earth?
Who knows? I'm not a scientist, so I haven't got the clue.
If there was first water and then life.
If for some reason life disappeared, the water disappeared, and the oxygen disappeared from the atmosphere, well, you're saying that was caused by the crystals.
I thought it was hot when we first came to this planet. Regardless of the contamination caused by the crystals, in order to destroy all life form on the planet, it took 2 months in the
I see. So what you're suggesting is that the crystals buried on Earth were not meant to contaminate the planet, but were buried to change the atmosphere itself. So you mean you found a chance to prevent itself?
But what would be the crystal's motive for doing that? You mean to say they aren't trying to invade Earth?
What an impressive response speed for a first-time battle in hyperspace. Is the battle worthy of these? I understand you're nervous, but your response speed is lagging behind. Try a little harder.
Bashiri, you analyze the ingredients of the crystals around Raiden.
I'll try. The crystals here are made mostly out of hydrogen and oxygen. In other words, they're closer than water.
So what's being made here is different from the contaminated crystals after all.
If water is present, then more than half of the CO2 in the atmosphere would dissolve into water. There is a chance that the same thing that happened in the early stages of the Earth would create the ocean.
After turning the entire planet into an uninhabited planet like Mars, we can transform it back into a planet where life can live.
Seriously? So the crystals are trying to reset the planet?
Looks like this is more than a simple matter of a space invasion by an extraterrestrial life.
Can you bring to beings who act on a scale like this? These are beings who control planets.
I don't think you would just give up. Besides, I've already planned my schedule for my vacation.
You're right. It's not good to analyze things more than it's necessary. We're military. All we're required to do is do our best to complete our mission.
Well, that's a whole other direction to take things. A far outcry from our scientific civilization.
Are they the same civilization, or a different civilization of crystals? Although I'm not entirely sure they even have a concept of civilization.
Captain, the magnetic field surrounding Raiden is turning into something like a storm. If this radar communication will be severed.
Right. Hear us? Spawn. What's going on?
We've lost communication. However, vitals still remain, so it is likely that it's still... What exactly are the things?
Sick G-dancers, and then they revenge upon mankind.
Not exactly ready to start eating, drinking, and being married anytime soon. There's no way I'm not returning to Earth and seeing the big blue sea again.
There's nothing we can do now. We just have to pray that life returns to the Lord.
Right. I don't know if you can hear me. Get back here.
surrounding energy signals have all stopped. All enemies who had been engaged with Raiden fighters have stopped moving.
How much longer will it take until the critical launch?
Operations...
That's...
It's a transmission using...
Of course you're right.
Yeah, I'm of the same opinion.
The two of you worry way too much. Critical launch of the Alkabir drive.
I hope these are just imaginary fears. But I feel as if we... Where are we? This doesn't seem to be the correct destination.
I agree. We should be near Earth, but what is this planet? According to the images, I'm guessing we're near Mars? This is a simplified Alkabir drive we're dealing with, so there may be some slight
Well, there's no point in worrying over the reason. Hurry and confirm our correct location. If we're near Mars, I'd like to contact the VCD.
Wow. This is my first time to see Mars live, but it looks similar to the photographs. Although it is bigger than I thought.
Of course it's bigger if you see it up close. Anyway, putting that aside, that's odd.
What's the matter?
I've confirmed the location, but according to our instruments, we have, in fact, arrived at our correct destination. Perhaps our instruments were damaged while we're going through warp. I'll try recalculating.
Yes, hurry please.
Hey, Captain. I'm not that well versed when it comes to space, so I'd appreciate it if you indulged me. But is Mars's moon round as well?
Moon? I guess you could call Phobos and Deimos moons, but unlike Earth's moons, they aren't round.
Then what is that moon right there behind Mars called? To me, it looks round.
What are you saying?
Captain, I've checked over and over, but our location indicates we are near Earth. Regardless of how many times I check, my results tell me that we are right in front of Earth.
No. Then the planet we're seeing now isn't Mars, but Earth. These red